There's ADA on the 6 hour. It looks like it wants to go higher. It looks like it wants to put in a higher high. It wants to kind of explode to this 75, 80 cent target that we have to the upside. I'd say 75 cent is a fair target out of this massive descending triangle that goes all the way back to the bear market, summer of 2022. Look at that massive triangle. ADA wants to break out. In this video, I'm going to break down the case, what to watch for, an indicator that should be triggered, that we will see happen if ADA is going to make this breakout. But, and some of you might not like this, why on the daily chart, it just might not be ready. It might not be ready. And I'm going to break down the real data for you, everybody. What to look for, though, in terms of if it's going to happen, but what to prepare for if it doesn't. So please hit the subscribe, hit the like. Let's just jump into the video. I want to just show you a Solana chart. It's looking beautiful. AVAX chart looking beautiful on the weekly. This gets me hype. Yes, even as somebody that's way bigger fan of ADA, it gets me hyped to see these other cryptos moving the way that they're moving. Not only because it's provided really solid data and insights into the Cardano charts and all of crypto, but also because this is what crypto does. To see crypto right now doing exactly what it's been doing every cycle, I like that. I like consistency in data. So before we dive into the shorter term move, what to anticipate and the move to the upside or downside for Cardano, I want to show you a clip. This is from October 31st, 2023. Solana skyrockets. Cardano holders need to watch this. Cardano was 29 cents when I recorded this video. Right now, it's 64 cents. It's doubled since doing this video. And that is just a perfect example of what I'm talking about in this clip. Check it out. If you've been in crypto for any amount of time, one thing that you may have noticed and taken very strong note of is the very fact that altcoins, when they're pumping, they just take turns. And over the years, altcoins take turns, everybody. And we anticipated a solid move for ADA from 29 cents because of what Solana was doing. And I'd say we got that solid move from the end of October, right? From right around here when I did the video. I'd say that's a pretty solid move. But we continue to analyze data. I did another video. I'm not showing a clip, but Solana and AVAX rally signals ADA breakout. This was mid-November, right? And what happened mid-November on the daily chart, if we go to mid-November, some consolidation, and then boom, we got the move to the upside. There's reasons why I show these clips, and it's just simply to show you the data I'm preparing and showing you in this video. It's the same type of data and approach that I have at that time. And even in 2018 bear market when I was doing videos, it's the same type of data. It's based a lot on historical context and has been so helpful to me. So with that said, let's look at the charts. This is ADA on the 6 hour, which I'm about to visit. I want to visit this. This is going to be where we discuss the breakout for ADA and the possibility of it. But before we do, I want to revisit the ADA daily chart, and I really want to revisit the Solana daily chart because the move that's happening, this move of structure that you see happening for ADA, we got the breakout to the upside and then the consolidation right into the 20-day. If you've been watching my videos, you know this is exactly what we want to see. But that move of structure that's happening right now on ADA is something we anticipated because of a Solana chart. It was this move on Solana back here in November. That is these wicks of resistance. Solana just making a move into the wicks of resistance and then kind of consolidating into the 20-day moving average. That structure forming is what we've been anticipating for ADA, and it is playing out. What I want to point out, and this is where kind of caution just creeps into the picture, the caution that says it just might not be time for ADA to break out and put in a higher high. It might not be right now. The piece of data that says that is this. Going to the Solana chart, if we look at the date range, this first wick of resistance back here to where it finally did break out, 26 days. And notice the Lux Algo indicator, everybody. And these indicators by Lux Algo, I've just been enjoying them so much. I'm getting to know them. I'm enjoying them. You know, they're a sponsor of the channel. But this break of structure is what really triggered this next leg up for Solana. But it was not until 26 days of consolidation where you actually see Solana hitting the 20-day moving average a couple of times. You go back to the ADA consolidation that's taking place. We've had not 26 days from this wick of resistance, a comparable wick of resistance, but 13 days. That's not to say that
we have to wait another 13 days. It's going to make the same exact move as Solana. That's not to say that, but I think it's at least wise to consider there might be further consolidation. And not only that, we're waiting for that break of structure to trigger for ADA in the same sense that happened for Solana, right? We're waiting for that. And whether it's now or over here, or maybe it doesn't even happen, that's something I'm waiting for. But we also have this Lux Algo order book level of resistance. You can just see this massive level of resistance for ADA. And that's what ADA is contending with right now on this chart. You can even just see kind of just making its way into that area, pulling back down. And right now, as I do this video, making its way into the video or into the area of resistance right now. But now we can kind of pivot over to really get a better perspective of the move that ADA is in right now as I do the video. We can pivot to the 6 hour and we can just start looking at the ADA chart as is, right? Not taking outside data really, just looking at the chart as is. And that is to say this, we have what just triggered on the 6 hour, and this is kind of the case for ADA to break out. And let me actually draw this area of resistance for ADA. Swing high to swing low. This is a shorter term area of resistance. I want to plot it on the chart because I think it's very meaningful on the 6 hour. It's what I'm watching right now, tonight, overnight. It's this lower high Fibonacci, right? So right now you can see the higher end of the Fibonacci is basically right where ADA is right now. ADA is contending with short-term resistance as I do this video. But what did just trigger is this Lux Algo indicator. It's a change of character indicator, which is basically, it's price breaking a prior swing low during an uptrend or a prior swing high during a downtrend. And this is a supported change of character. You see that there's a plus sign at the end. So you can just see it's following a failed lower low. So you can see this swing low, and then we actually have a higher low. So it's a failed lower low, and ADA breaks to the upside. We have this change of character in play right now. The reason I'm bringing that up, especially as we start talking about the case for a breakout to the upside, is simply because if we go back and we look at that really nice last breakout, that monster breakout that ADA had, one of the last things that triggered for ADA was a supported change of character that triggered on this Lux Algo chart. So, and you can even just see, let me just zoom out so you can see kind of both at the same time. Let me remove this. But you can actually just see back here, there's a change of character that hit, it triggered, and it came right off this bounce of support at this order book level, another Lux Algo indicator. And right here, change of character, supported change of character, bounced right off of this order book level. But right now, what we're doing is we're testing a lower high on ADA. So, but just check it out. Right after this triggered, ADA consolidated back down briefly, right to that general area where that change of character triggered, and then it was off to the races. We even saw a break of structure trigger right shortly after that. So that's kind of what I'm watching on right now. It is based off of, we got that indicator triggered. Maybe we come back down and test this 62 cent area. And if we put in just this higher low area once again, and we start moving to the upside, this could be the breakout that we're waiting for. It's set up to do that, right? On the zoomed out chart though, I like to be careful and say there might need more structure on this daily chart in terms of ADA, especially with things we've seen on charts like Solana. But zoomed out, don't forget it, everybody. If ADA is going to break out, if it's going to break this order book level of resistance, you can see just about to 67 cents or so. I think it's going to be a really powerful move. If ADA can break the range that it's in right now, start putting in a higher high and breaking this previous swing high, this is going to be a massive move. And on this daily chart, we're probably going to see the break of structure trigger for ADA, and we might get a monster move. 75, 80 cent target to the upside, I think, is a very fair target to the upside. The one thing I wanted to start this video by just mentioning this. If we go to ADA on the zoomed out, can we just talk about the very fact that at this time last cycle, right here, ADA was like just getting done falling, by the way, right? But it was down around 97% from all-time high. This time, this cycle, not only are we not like ending a fall, but we're actually up on a run of like 160%. But not only that, we're not down 97% from all-time high right now. We're down only right around 79%. I know people are going to make fun of me. Only 79%, Dan. Welcome to crypto, everybody. That's just what cryptos do. You go into a bear market, you're ready for 90% plummet, if not more. And you got to prepare accordingly. Going into the next bear cycle, we will be preparing accordingly. But that's what crypto does. But the data does not lie. We are in a more powerful position than we were last cycle at this time. And that's not just for ADA. This is for altcoins in general. Look at the 20-week moving average, getting ready to cross the 50-week moving average. This move that you see happening right there, that did not happen until Bitcoin halving last cycle. That's how much earlier it's happening this time around. So I just wanted to point that out. Everybody, this is all the data I'm watching on Cardano. I'm going to continue watching it. I'm going to continue also keeping an eye on, look at AVAX right now. AVAX is having its time to shine. Once again, still going higher as I do this video. It's a 6-hour chart, putting in a higher high on AVAX. Solana, same exact thing. This is a weekly. Let me change it to a 6-hour. Still going higher. This could be a very good sign for ADA, but remember, just like we tracked in this whole recent move, in multiple videos, Cardano just takes a little bit longer in this regard. Things like Ethereum, even worse. Ethereum's getting a lot of hate right now because it's barely moving at all in comparison to all of these, including ADA. So I'm going to continue being patient with this daily chart consolidation. It might not be time for ADA to make that monster breakout we all want to see, but on the 6-hour, as we just discussed, the setup is there. So I'm going to be watching it. Everybody, if you want these Lux Algo indicators, hit the link below, everybody. I have a yearly plan with them now. I'm having some fun with them. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be really working it into, especially as we go into the next bull cycle, I'm going to be working it into just my exit strategy, I think, as well as trying to find data that's going to help me prepare for the top of the next cycle and do a better job this cycle around in terms of pivoting from altcoins, pivoting from something like ADA to Bitcoin, preparing for that next bear cycle. I think the macro power of the Lux Algo indicators is way stronger for me personally than the zoomed in. 6 hours is going to be fun to use, which we are here, but it's that macro that I'm excited about. So appreciate all of you cruising through, everybody. Hit the subscribe, hit that like, turn notifications on. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.